what kind of results have you achieved in seven-figure affiliate?
So in 1 month, I made around 8K. My highest day ever was 1.3K. I make more than my actual job.
If somebody was on the fence about joining, what would you tell them?
The person watching this, what makes you different from me? That's literally the only difference between you and me.
Yo, what is up, YouTube family? So today here I have one of my clients, Roberto, who has been an absolute staple in the entire space, man. I'm gonna give him a chance to introduce himself. But yeah, Roberto, how's it feel being on here, man?
Bro, it feels crazy. I can't believe when I'm looking at the screen, I'm a person scrolling through the FYP, and being in this interview just feels crazy.
I love it, man. Yeah, and if you want to share with the viewers briefly, real quick, tell us a little bit about you and what even got you into TikTok Shop in the first place, my man.
My name is Roberto Carlos Cortez II. I'm 23 years old. I am a full-time TikTok Shop affiliate, and I work with the mentally ill as well, so I'm a healthcare provider.
I want to ask as well, like, where were you at before you joined Seven Figure Affiliate? Maybe like mentally, maybe like financially. Tell us a little bit about that.
I was struggling. Before I started, I was working a 2 to 10 job that I absolutely fucking hated, bro. And I mean, I absolutely hated this fucking job, and I was willing to do anything to get the fuck up out of there. I was always anxious about money. It felt like no matter how many hours I worked, it felt like it was never enough. I even recorded videos to my future self saying to remember this moment because you're never gonna feel that way again. Exactly like what I just told my future self, bro. I'm so happy I'm never gonna go back there.
And that just goes to show too, like the power of self-belief. Like when I say Roberto is one of the balls to the walls client, like this dude, like literally burned the boats, like the definition of burning the boats. He literally said, you know what, Sebastian, I love this TikTok shop shit. I'm quitting my other job. And I'm like, bro, like, are you sure? Like, you may want to think about it, like all this stuff. And he's like, nah, dude, I'm just like so committed. I know it's gonna work out. He quit his job and like literally a month later, he was like cracking whatever he was cracking, like 7K months, 8K months. And yeah, we'll get into that, like what he's doing now in terms of profit. But yeah, dude, it's fucking insane. So before you joined the program, what do you feel like you were struggling with most when it came to TikTok Shop? Like, I know you were starting from scratch, so was it just like not knowing anything about it? How to even get an account?
Before starting, I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea what even TikTok Shop affiliate was. I didn't even know that even existed. I was a complete beginner. I had never posted in my life. I was scared of people even knowing that I was making videos. And I remember when I did start, someone laughed in my comments and it really affected me. So I also struggled with speech and stuttering. So I was mumbling and overthinking all the time. So filming one video was taking so long to make. So that was something I was struggling with.
And I remember that, dude. And so, how do you think that your approach when it comes to creating content and mindset overall, how has it changed once you started working with us?
So I didn't really have an approach for this. I just followed what you guys taught me. The viral products list helped me so much. So I already knew what products to, start promoting because you cannot start a wave, bro. You have to ride a wave, bro. That made it a lot easier for me. You guys are
Yeah.
basically my callow data.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Just helping with product ideas, video inspo. And what's crazy too that I don't think anybody knows. So one of the biggest trends in the world, like when it comes to TikTok shop, is the meta glasses, like the meta glass videos. What people don't know is that Roberto actually created that trend. And people are gonna say, like, oh, BS, like, no, he didn't. Like, I swear, this dude posted the first ever meta glass video in store with an employee. He asked him a question. And I was like, bro, this is so unique. I think this is gonna crack because it just feels so authentic. And that was like fucking, what was that, 4 months ago, maybe?
Yeah, about 4 months ago.
But he was the first one to ever do it. And now that's like one of the biggest styles on TikTok. So he literally created a wave. I know we were talking about not reinventing the wheel, but dude, sometimes like it just happens naturally. Like you create
Yeah.
the wheel.
Yeah, it just
It's
happens randomly sometimes.
yeah. Let's talk about, what kind of results have you achieved in seven-figure affiliates so far? And I know you just hit like a crazy day yesterday if you want to share that too.
Right off the bat, I just want to say I make more than my actual job, my full-time job. I make more doing TikTok Shop affiliate. I'm not over exaggerating that. So in 1 month, I made around 8K. The next month, I made 5,000. My highest day ever was 1.3K. Obviously, for you guys, that's like, I'm a little fish. But hey, I'm comfortable where I'm at. I make more than what I make at my actual job.
Yeah, dude, and that's still really good money. And by the way, guys, when he's saying these numbers, this is all profit. This is not
Yeah.
revenue. This is all profit. So 8K profit month is absurd, bro. You said your highest day was 1.2K?
A little bit above 1.2K. I want to say like I want to round up some, but that's probably not good.
No, no, dude, it's good. That's insane. Dude, most people in their entire lifetime will never be able to say that they made $1,200 profit in a day. And then what did you hit yesterday?
Yesterday I hit a $1,000 day, and yeah, and what's crazy, TikTok is gonna have their lows, and you're gonna have very low lows, and then you're gonna have your very high highs. And yesterday was a very high high for me.
So fucking crazy, bro. And how much time per day and per week would you say that you spend with TikTok Shop Affiliate? Because I know that's something that holds a lot of people back. They're like, oh, I have like my day job, or maybe, I'm in grad school, like that type of thing, or maybe I have kids.
So the thing with me is I quit that job and I went full time, all right? So I was working this as if it's a full-time job for me because that's what you need to put in the reps and the hours. I never really timed myself. I just did what I was doing. I want to say around like 20 to 30 hours a week, about 4-ish hours a day.
Is that with everything? Is that with like recording, editing, product research?
Yeah,
That
exactly. Yeah, that's all editing, video, recording and all that stuff. And if you think about it, like I prefer doing that with the hopes of one day making $1,000 than to guarantee making 1650 an hour.
100%, bro.
So I will always choose this over.
Exactly. And the beauty of TikTok Shop Affiliate too, bro, is like if you ever are out of the country or you're taking vacation or even like when you go to sleep at night, I'm sure you woke up and you already had like $50 in commissions or $100 in commissions, you know?
It feels so fucking crazy waking up and you already made more than what your 9 to 5 job, you know? I wake
Dude, yeah.
and I see that I made this much money, and I always tell my girlfriend, "Babe, I already made more than what I made at the job."
That's
And
insane.
I'm a regular ass person. Like I'm literally, I used to be a brain scrot rolling for FYP person. So
Yeah.
there's literally nothing special about me.
There's absolutely like nothing like special. Like there's no excuses either, like
Mm.
anybody can do it.
And I mean that like seriously. Anybody can do it because I was that person scrolling through FYP and seeing all these people making all that money, and I was like, "What's different from them to me?"
Yeah, dude. And I mean, dude, you saw the type of content I used to post. Like, I used to post the same brain rot, like edgy ass dark humor. And then, like, dude, if my dumbass could do it, like, it just goes to show, like, literally anybody can make it as long as like you're willing to work at it and stay consistent with it. I think it's 100% possible, man.
Exactly, bro. I have a third grade reading level.
So literally no excuses, man. So I want you to describe your experience inside of Seven Figure Affiliate and what part of like the support or training do you feel like was the most valuable for you?
Okay, so it felt like real support. It didn't just feel like a course, all right? Obviously, your goal was to make me make money, but the feedback on my videos always helped, bro. And like we made that adjustment. You told me we're gonna do the meta angle hook, and then from there, 10 seconds cut. You're gonna have your phone. What happened? I fucking hit $1,000 day, bro. And it's really
Yeah.
that simple. So my experience with Six Figure Affiliate has been, it was just more than a course. I literally went out to you guys with you guys to LA. I never thought that I would be there in the mansions, you know. And I jumped in the pool with full clothes on, so that was amazing too.
I think like one of the biggest things is the feedback, and I don't think people understand just how invaluable that can be. Like Roberto, the main thing he was struggling with like the Meta Glass videos is like he was getting a shit ton of views, but he wasn't really getting those sales. He joined the group call literally on Monday. We gave him a specific note. We said, "Hey, the Meta Glasses they get views, so that's good for the hook, but then cut it and then go back to like using your phone to record." Right? He did that exact note. He came on the Wednesday call. He was like, "Guys, I hit $1,000 day," or like, "I'm pacing for $1,000 day." Like it is fucking insane. So like if you just take the feedback that we tell you and apply it, like it's gonna work out. And then on the other thing that you said, bro, I think that that's so massively important, bro, of coming to LA. And like you said, I'd never been in a mansion like that with a pool like that. Dude, you surround yourself in the right environment and you start to see what's possible. Like, dude, I'm the same type of way, bro. I grew up in bumfuck South Carolina. I'd never seen like the LA houses. Like, for me, the dream was just getting to LA in the first place. But then I got here, and then you start to see the houses in like Calabasas, Hollywood Hills, and you're like, "Fuck, that's the goal now." And
Yeah.
now we're in like a house like that. So I think it's so important to surround yourself with that, bro, because it really shows you like what's possible.
It's crazy what's out there, bro, and the fact that you can be a part of it. That was an experience, bro. I will never forget that, bro. I remember when we went to LA, bro. I was not making a dollar. I literally was sitting there with people making 20K, 30K. But I always knew as long as I stick around, I'm gonna be able to do what they're doing. I believed it in my heart, and I know I'm gonna be able to hit those months, you know? Who gives you $8,000 for free for no reason, you know?
Yeah, dude, 100%. And I feel like one thing that really separates you too, because something people always say is like, what separates your clients who like succeed versus clients who maybe don't get the best results. It's like not only the fact that you show up to every call, but you ask questions as well. I'll let you answer, bro. What do you think it is that separates you? Because I'm sure you see some people, they come in the program and then they fade out, they never post. And then versus people who come in like you, like Nico, like Hugo, like Brady, and they just start crushing. Like, what's the main difference, would you say?
The main difference is the hunger, bro. It's either you choose to get get ran over or you choose to run over. So it's either a dog eat dog world, right? You know, I don't want to spend my entire fucking life making $16.50. An analogy, someone you know him, his name is John. He told me there's a bear after you, right?
Mhm.
There's a cave, right? You don't know what's inside the cave. Do you want to get eaten by the fucking bear or I didn't know what, but I knew that I couldn't stay like this, bro. So I obviously went all in.
I love that analogy. That's from John Scalia, right?
Yeah, John Scalia, bro.
Yeah, that's such a good analogy, bro. I've never heard that because it's like, yeah, like you can stay comfortable with the $16 an hour, but it's like that's getting eaten by the bear. Or like
Yeah,
you can take a risk, go in the cave, just so much better than getting eaten by the fucking bear.
exactly, bro. You don't want to live
And
like that, bro.
yeah, you don't wanna live like that, and so I think I fully agree with you, bro. I think that's the number one trait that separates people is just the fucking hunger, bro. You see it in people immediately right in their eyes, and so
Have you ever asked for a handout and stuff like that? Did you have that hunger, you know? I remember
uh
when I came to you, I didn't say, "Oh, can you please let me into the mentorship for free, bro?" Like, oh, like I wanted that knowledge. I was so hungry, bro. I wanted to do so much better, and I wanted to get out of my situation, and that's why I fucking booked it. You know, the people that are actually gonna succeed are the people that take action, and if you don't take action, I'm sorry, you're gonna be right there, bro, laying down.
I love that, dude. 100%, man. Yeah, no, like handouts, they don't do anything for you. They do fuck all for you, bro. And I think like when you pay attention. So it's like obviously everybody in the entire industry knows like our program isn't cheap by any means, but it's set at a price point that's going to make you actually work. You're putting your money where your mouth is, and it's because we know what we're talking about. We know we can get you results. So you make that investment, and your life is pretty much going to change forever.
Definitely,
So
bro.
based on how things are going right now, you've cracked the $8,000 profit months. You just hit $1,000 in profit yesterday. Where do you see yourself in the next 6 to 12 months, man? Like, what's the goal with all this?
My goal is to make consistent 10K months. You know, that for me is comfortable. I want to live comfortably. I don't want to live lavishly. That's just me though. You know, everybody has different goals. Obviously, if I really want to live lavishly, just put in that extra overtime on TikTok shop and I'm definitely going to be able to hit those, 20, 30K months. But right now, I just want to live comfortably, live a
Yeah.
good life and just hit those consistent 10K months.
That's how you make 6 figures a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, Brian. And I feel like it's so important to know what you want out of life. Like that's the thing, not everybody wants like a crazy crib or like a super nice like Lamborghini or some shit like that. Some people they literally just want to be able to provide for their woman just like you. And eventually I'm sure you guys are gonna have kids, you're gonna have a family, you want to buy a house. And it's like that's what you want out of life.
Mhm.
It's so important for you to know that, bro. The fact that like now you're doing something like TikTok shop that is gonna get you that, dude. I love it, bro. Makes me so happy, genuinely.
Yeah, bro. Imagine how it makes me happy.
Yeah. I love it, bro. I love
I'm
it.
living it, bro, and it feels crazy. It really does feel crazy to think you're the brain rot. I used to be that brain rot scrolling person, and all I did was stumble across a Sebastian Bettenker video. You're the reason why I'm here, you know? You're literally the reason why my life has changed, and I'm always gonna be grateful for you, bro, because you really did change my life. And I'm not saying that to dick ride or fucking make you feel some type of way. Like, I cannot imagine myself working where I used to work. I always complained about it. I always hated it.
Well, I appreciate that, Brian. And it's like I'm saying, bro, like, yeah, I may have helped you, but it was up to you to like
Mhm.
take action and implement everything. Because like I said, there's people where I tell them to do stuff and they don't. So like just as much as you're giving me credit, like give yourself credit, bro, because
Yeah.
you wouldn't be where you are right now without you and your work ethic and you actually taking action. So I can only give you the knowledge and you implemented it. So I
Mhm.
love that, bro. I do want to ask as well, bro, like what surprised you about the program? Like, did you have any misconceptions before starting?
I remember what surprised me was literally getting access to you. I remember when I booked that call with you, I thought I was gonna see three goons and like you know where to be found. But you were literally in that call, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm literally speaking to a famous person. To me, that surprised me right off the bat. The fact that I literally instantly had access to you. You're not hard to reach out, bro. You literally had a one-on-one Slack, so you give your feedback too. And I see recently now you also do videos with feedback, right?
Yeah, video reviews.
Yeah, video reviews, and that is so much more powerful because voice says so much. Yeah, that really surprised me. The onboarding call, and then obviously having all that two meetings per week. What else do you need, bro?
And I love that, bro. I feel like that's the number one thing that people say, like, I didn't think you would actually like be talking to me, or like I didn't think you'd actually be like giving me feedback all the time. And like I said this on my story the other day, but like we have like one slogan, like one mantra, and it just we care, bro. Like I hope you can tell, and I know you can tell, but I hope people can tell like from the YouTube that are watching this, like, bro, I genuinely give a shit about my clients. Like, I want you guys to get fucking rich so you can do all the things you're doing now, you know?
You know how I know you care? When we went to LA, I didn't have money, I wasn't making any sales. You paid for my steak. That felt so nice. Like, man, why the fuck? You didn't have to do that. I already made my money off this guy. The fuck, what else do I need? Nah, you literally paid for my steak, and that was my first time ever having a steak. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like the steak.
No way! At BOA? It's crazy because, like, that's one
I
of the top steakhouses in LA.
For me, I don't have a rich palate. I felt like I was eating a raw animal, bro. Like it just
Oh
I
my
feel it.
god. That's fucking hilarious, bro.
The mac and cheese was fucking crazy though. I
The
love that
mac and
shit.
cheese was insane, it
It's
was
crazy.
insane. Dude, that's fucking hilarious, that just killed me, bro, but yeah, man, I think that's, like, what really separates us from literally everybody else. It's just, like, we actually care, man. We actually genuinely want you to succeed, we actually want you to win, and that also comes with, like, holding people and you to higher standard, bro. Like, we don't tolerate BS, like, we don't tolerate you skipping posts, not posting, like, and that's not you, but, just saying, like, if you're watching this and thinking about joining and you think that you're just gonna slack off or, you're gonna, like, half-ass this, like, good fucking luck. This is not for you.
Pressure makes diamonds. That's all it is.
100%. Yeah, and I think it's because, like, we also, like, see your full potential, bro. Like, that's why I always tell you, like, "Dude, you're already making $1,000 days, like, up that fucking consistency, Roberto," you know?
Yeah.
It's because we see your potential, bro, so but yeah, Brody, so if somebody was on the fence about joining, what would you tell them? Like, why should they take action right now?
Okay, what makes the person watching this, what makes you different from me? Nothing except I took action. That's literally, and I mean this seriously, the only difference between you and me is I took action. Making $1,000 a day, that's not normal. I'm always gonna say it, bro. If I can do it, genuinely, I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. If I can do it, who the fuck can't, bro? There's literally nothing special about me. I thought you needed experience. I thought you needed to have a background. I thought you needed 1 million followers to make that much money, bro. I had 0 followers. I bought an account and I literally started making money. I was trying to do Amazon FBA, I remember, to get out of that job I fucking hated. And I never thought TikTok Shop was gonna be it. You had to pay just to sign up, all right? You had to pay for just to sign up. You had to pay for inventory. You had to do all this stuff. It's either do all of that and maybe make money, or start with no money and you're guaranteed to make money so long as you work on your skill and all that stuff.
And that's the beauty of TikTok Shop Affiliate, bro. It's like exact like you said, like you're not coming from an influencer background. You didn't have 1 million followers. You didn't even have an account that was in the program. Like we helped you get the supplier to get the account and everything. And that's the other part, like you mentioned, bro. With every other business model, drop shipping, Amazon FBA, stocks, crypto, like bro, you need to spend a shit ton of money to even potentially break even. Like you're probably gonna lose money. But with TikTok Shop, bro, all you need is the 5,000 followers. You can post products around your house. Like you don't need a fancy camera. You have your phone. You can already make content. So that's like why it's so powerful, bro. Because anybody can get started, bro.
Once you start actually making good videos, people are gonna throw products at you. They're gonna shove products in your face, free samples. Hey, can you promote this for me? People reach out to me for the towels. Hey, can you promote this for me? I'll give you $500 for 10 videos. I'm like, oh, it's good. It's good.
And then any final thoughts that you would like to share with the people that are watching this right now?
I just took an opportunity and I ran with it. And I always say this, I always will say this, everything happens for a reason. And if you're watching this and you're still here, you're watching it for a reason. That's my final thoughts.
I fully agree, man. Especially if you're watching this right now, you made it till the end of the video. It's for a reason. Like you're meant for more. You know that this opportunity of TikTok Shop is limited. It's not going to be around forever. But if you get in right now and you take action, I genuinely think that it can change your life just as it's been able to change Roberto's life. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for the interview. Roberto, it's a pleasure to have you, my man. I can't wait to see you in a couple of days. That's another thing, guys. We actually care about our clients. Like they'll come out, they'll hang out with me and the team. We'll record videos, TikTok Shop videos together. So yeah, Brody, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you
And thank
so
you for
much.
watching, guys. And if you are interested in joining the program, Roberto is in 7-figure affiliate. Click that top link inside of the description.